Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel, your number one source of the latest political news, deep analysis, and untold stories shaking South Africa's leadership. Today's episode dives into a shocking revelation, the truth about former Police Minister Nathi Mthethwa's death. For weeks, speculation has been swirling, theories have been multiplying, and new evidence has begun to surface, painting a picture that's far more complex than what we were initially told. If you think you already know what happened, think again. Stay tuned till the end as we unpack the political undercurrents, the suspicious timing, and the voices now calling for a full investigation. And of course, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Let's begin. When news first broke about the death of Nathi Mthethwa, South Africa was left in disbelief. Mthethwa, who served as both police minister and later minister of sports, arts, and culture, was no stranger to controversy. Throughout his political career, he stood at the crossroads of power, corruption allegations, and deep internal battles within the African National Congress. His sudden death, under circumstances described as unclear, immediately raised eyebrows across the political landscape. Now, new information is emerging, and it challenges the official version of events. According to sources close to law enforcement and insiders within the ANC, Mthethwa's passing was not as straightforward as the initial report suggested. There are claims that he was being followed in the weeks leading up to his death, that his communications were being monitored, and that certain people within the political structure may have had reasons to silence him. Before we get deeper into these revelations, it's important to understand who Nathi Mthethwa really was, and why his death has triggered such an uproar. Mthethwa was a central figure in the Zuma era, known for his loyalty to former President Jacob Zuma. He played a critical role during some of the most turbulent years in South African politics, including the Marikana Massacre 2012, where police opened fire on striking mine workers. As police minister at the time, Mthethwa faced severe criticism for the way the tragedy was handled. Some call for his resignation, while others accuse him of being a key player in protecting those responsible. After leaving the police ministry, he was moved to sports, arts, and culture, a move many saw as a political downgrade. Yet, he remained influential behind the scenes, connected to powerful networks both within and outside the ANC. He reportedly knew too much about corruption cases, factional politics, and financial mismanagement that involved top figures in the ruling party. Fast forward to recent months. Mthethwa had allegedly begun working on a private document, something resembling a political memoir. Those close to him say he intended to expose internal corruption names and set the record straight about what really happened during his time in government. But before he could complete it, he was gone. Coincidence? Maybe. But the details surrounding his final days make it hard to believe that everything was natural. Sources have confirmed that Mthethwa had received anonymous calls warning him to stay quiet about certain past events. In the last few weeks of his life, he was described as restless, distant, and extremely cautious. His sudden death, reported as medical complications, left too many unanswered questions. What's even more alarming is the response from within the ANC. The leadership's silence was deafening. While tributes poured in, many senior figures avoided addressing the growing public concern. No independent investigation was launched, and even the police statement seemed unusually brief. It's as if the political establishment wanted this story to disappear quietly. But the South African public isn't letting that happen. Civil society groups, journalists, and opposition parties are now demanding transparency. Many argue that Mthethwa's death could be connected to deep-rooted factional battles that have been tearing the ANC apart. Some even suggest that he may have become a liability, a man who knew too much about the system's secrets. Let's not forget that this comes at a time when the political climate in South Africa is incredibly tense. From the ongoing scandals in government departments to the pressure President Ramaphosa faces from both allies and enemies, every move is being watched closely. The death of someone with Mthethwa's insider knowledge could shift the balance of power in ways we can't yet predict. In the world of South African politics, silence often speaks louder than words, and the silence surrounding Mthethwa's case is deafening. Even former colleagues who were once vocal have chosen to distance themselves. It's as though everyone fears what might come out at the truth is ever fully uncovered. As new leaks emerge, Journalists are beginning to piece together a story that might connect Mthethwa's death to sensitive information he was preparing to release. Information that could have exposed corruption within high-ranking circles. Whether this was coincidence or a calculated silencing is now the big question. The situation echoes the broader issue of political accountability in South Africa. How many stories like this have faded away because they were too inconvenient for those in power? How many whistleblowers have disappeared? And how many officials have died mysteriously, their stories buried under official statements that never get questioned? For the families of victims and the South African public, closure only comes when the truth is revealed. But as it stands, there's little confidence that this will happen anytime soon. Calls for a full forensic investigation are growing, with activists urging the government to open Mthethwa's case files and allow independent oversight. This story isn't just about one man's death. It's about the culture of secrecy, fear, and political manipulation that continues to plague South African governance. It's a story that raises difficult questions about who we can trust and whether the truth can ever survive in a system designed to protect itself. As we await more updates, one thing is clear: the people of South Africa deserve answers. If there's nothing to hide, then transparency should not be a problem. But if there is, then we might just be witnessing the tip of a much deeper scandal. What do you think? Was Nathi Mthethwa's death natural, or does it carry political fingerprints? Should there be a full independent inquiry? Let us know your views in the comment section below. We read every single one of them. If you found this video informative, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe for more deep political analysis, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a story that matters. Thank you all for watching, and as always, stay informed, stay aware, and stay critical. See you next time.